Hey everybody! So today I'm going to a Lindsey Stirling concert, which is one of my favorite artists. This is Ruby, my niece, and my sister, Rebecca. And we wanted to do a little interview before we go to the concert. Ruby here has a rare mobility disability, and so for her, she's had to find ways to accommodate for what she needs to go to the concert. So we wanted to talk about our experience of going to a concert with disabilities. So what are some of your biggest challenges when going to a concert or something with a large venue like this? What do you guys have to figure out before the concert?
It's really hard to figure out information. We had to look up ahead of time where the elevator is. I had to call to get a lot of the information because they didn't have it on the website. I had to call and figure out how we could get to her seat, and what door we could specifically go in to not have to go up the stairs. But they were really nice when I called. It's always trying to figure out so she can use either a wheelchair or crutches. So we're trying to figure out, okay, which one do we bring? If we wanted to bring a wheelchair, because getting around outside to get there, but then once we were in, we wanted to have the better seats. But we didn't know, what do we do with the wheelchair? So I had a call and they said that we can store it in the back, but we'll see how that works out.
Yeah, that's a big thing. A lot of people assume that people in a wheelchair, everyone in a wheelchair is just always in a wheelchair. But people like Ruby can use crutches sometimes and needs a wheelchair sometimes. So that's something definitely to take into account. Right.
And we're worried about, so we're on the floor and we didn't really think about her condition when we booked the tickets, which we should have. I haven't really been to a concert ever, and Angela here says that we're probably gonna have to stand up, and I didn't know that about the floor.
She didn't know until today, so she called today and asked if when she's sitting, because Ruby can't stand a long time,
right?
So then she was like, oh shoot, we might need to figure something else out. But one of the reasons why we got our original tickets close on the floor was because of my visual impairment, so I can actually see something in the concert.
Right.
So the mixture of the two disabilities makes it a little more challenging.
Right, so we're just going, we don't know, we're hoping since it's not like a rock star or something that they'll sit down at least part of the time. I don't know, we're gonna just have to go and see how it goes. They said that we could switch out our tickets to sit in the ADA section, but it's way high up, and you have to go up the elevator and down the elevator, and all that seemed like such a big hassle, because I've heard that there can be really long waits to get on and off the elevator because a lot of people use it that aren't supposed to.
Yeah, so that's a tip for you guys. If you're someone who doesn't need an elevator, I don't know if there's a nice way to say it, but if you're just being lazy and you're just using the elevator simply to use the elevator, consider using the stairs so that people like Ruby who need to use the elevator can actually access the elevator who cannot use the stairs.
We're not parking in the handicap parking because we're parking at our hotel that's right next to the parking lot. But we did that partly so that we can just push. That's why we want the wheelchair, because we have to push across the whole.
Because it's a big parking
lot, But I've also read that in this parking lot, and as in any parking lot, lots of times when there's a big event like this, the wheelchair spots get taken really fast. And then we end up having to park really far anyways, which is really not fun. So we need a wheelchair because she cannot walk that far with crutches.
So we just want to take you along as we're going to the concert, and we'll show you how we can get around with our wheelchair, how hard it is to get in the elevator, and how hard it is for me to find my seat, if I can actually see the merch.
Before our concert, we wanted to eat dinner, so we walked over to Crackle Barrel, which shared a parking lot with my sister's hotel.
Okay, we're getting dinner before the concert at Crackle Barrel. This is Eliza, my niece. Hi! Okay, we're looking at the menu, and I was sitting on the other side, but this window was blaring in my face, so I switched to the other side so I could see better. So that the light is behind me, it makes it easier to see the menu, and it's not in my eyes. Here's a look at their menu though. I'm happy to see that they have nice contrast with the text in the background. It's pretty easy to read. I can read most of it. I have to squint a little bit, but it's pretty great. They don't have a lot of crazy design in it. And someone with a visual impairment is able to read it, so that is definitely a win. So Ruby was just telling me something interesting while she was trying to make her order because she can't have dairy. So this is what she had to say.
it'd be nice if they had like little icons or something next to them saying if it had something in it, because some restaurants do that we've been to, or if they said like if what they had in them more, not just kind of really basic ingredients.
For dinner, I got a steak with hush puppies, which are potatoes, bacon, and cheese made into a ball and fried. Here we are walking from the hotel across the parking lot to the venue. I was nervous because you could only bring a small bag and my sunglasses didn't fit, so I let my niece guide me. Okay, we're approaching. There's a bunch of stairs, so we gotta figure out where to go. Over here.
That's where the handicap.
Oh, my eyes are closed, so guide me well. The sun is way too bright. And I couldn't fit sunglasses in my tiny purse they allow. I should have just made sunglasses work, but... Okay, that was easy.
So row 19, seats 5 through 9.
In the end, it was really straightforward to get to our seats since my sister had figured out which door to enter beforehand. The staff was very nice and helpful. They let us keep Ruby's wheelchair safely in the back, and she used her crutches to sit in the seats with us. Thank you.
So cool. We're gonna be on the floor.
I know, I've never been on a floor for a concert.
And it's so cute.
Where are we? It says on there?
Yeah, they're written on there. They're like, are they connected or something?
Okay, I'm gonna go bring that back.
You can hold it.
Okay. Are you guys excited?
Yes! We're in the floor.
Are you excited? Yeah? Okay, this is how close we are. It's amazing. Like, I can actually see the drums. I've never been able to see stuff at a concert that easily. That's so cool. Here I'm showing the view behind us from our seats to show how far up the ADA seating was. They were at the top of the middle section, right by the entrances.
But she can't walk up the stairs.
Oh, yeah. There is an elevator right there, yeah. And so you can go to the top floor.
That will get us up there?
Yeah, okay. So I believe it's 3. I would just ask them too. There's red shirts right there. Like, hey, how do I get to the merch table up top? Awesome. But yeah,
The opening act was Walk Off the Earth, a Canadian indie pop band. They were so fun to see. I've watched some of their viral YouTube videos, including the one where they all play different parts of the same guitar while performing Somebody That I Used to Know. I'll post a link because it's fantastic. Like when you said you felt so happy you could die. While I show you some footage from their act, let me share about getting merch. It was upstairs, so we had to use the elevator, which wasn't too bad. The merch line was crazy though, with so many people, and it was so challenging for me to be able to see the options until I got up close. But they were patient and let me hold the ones I was interested in to get a better look. Alright, enough about that. Let's talk about the part we've all been waiting for, the main event, Lindsey Stirling. If you haven't heard of her, well, now's the time. She's a queen. She's a hip-hop violinist. Get this, she plays the violin while dancing. This is why having a good seat was so important to me. I wanted to see her dance while listening to her music, so I paid extra and it was worth every single penny. Lindsey is incredibly talented, but even more importantly, she has a magnetic personality, and I've been to several, maybe all of her concerts. Her performances have such a powerful message, and this concert themed around her latest album, Duality, which was especially uplifting and inspiring. She took us on a journey, sharing from deep within her soul. Not only does she uplift, but she highlights challenges and how rising above them is key. It was absolutely beautiful and so much fun. She does back bends and aerobatics. She did ribbon drops and spins in the air upside down on a ring. It was epic. And that was all while she was playing her gorgeous own original music. She also has a band and backup dancers who did a fantastic job as well. Well, I didn't film an outro because we were all so hyped at the end of the concert and just talking about our favorite parts of the concert. Everyone was so thrilled with the concert, and we all agreed to go to her next show when she's back in town. Thank you to the venue for making a wonderful experience regardless of our disability barriers. And Lindsey Stirling, you rock!